There we go. I got the token. Login boosts. Look, at least I don't need to do another armor set for it. Considering we are switching over to dual blades. And it still runs on Blade Master. Always nice, always nice.
How do they keep getting desynced?
What's the getting? You mean the Digimons?
Yeah, I make sure that I set their time at the exact same. Like I press the button to set the time at the exact same time so that they are going at the same time, and yet now they're desynced by 3 seconds.
I mean, that's not too bloody bad, is it?
No, it's just it's only 3 seconds now, but it was running completely synced when I did sync them.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, hello, Kay. Welcome.
No, yes, I guess I can. Let's see how it goes for 2 of them. X.
Hey, last time we started with fighting a Rathalos. Now we're going to start off by fighting a Rathian. Woo! Consider I need materials. What's in there here? There's. Can you hear Jonathan all right?
It's a good roll. God damn, I need to. You go into the right hand now. What do I want us to do rolling for? 6 is fine.
Okay, I figured out how to do those hashtags at the beginning of YouTube videos. You in the description you type hashtag whatever you want, like chicken sticks.
And now they battle.
Other than his rare talking, yes. Good. They're still being heard. That's the most important part.
Fairly even.
Weird.
And my XC won.
Here, what now?
XC. It's the version of the device.
Ah. I thought it was a pendulum.
No, the pendulum is the one that's Japan exclusive.
Yeah, I can also hear the Digimon. I can't do anything about that. And I'm pretty sure Jonathan can't either. He can either mute it or not mute it.
Yeah, I should be able to mute them. No
Oh, you don't have to do that. I don't particularly care.
Yep, I'm just putting them a bit further to the side. They're fully fed and trained, so I shouldn't need to do anything with them for a while.
Yeah.
Probably not until they evolve in like maybe half an hour or so.
I find it interesting that they knew it was fucking Digimon K. Because who the fuck would be able to... Yes, it's oh, not a Digivice specifically. It's more like one of them V-Pets, like a Tamagotchi, essentially.
Yeah, their origins.
Their roots back in the day. It's not the 1990 incarnation, though. It's like...
Yeah, it's more recent model.
Yeah, really.
Though it's still compatible with those same ones from 97.
Huh, interesting.
So if if the person had their one, they could still battle with these new ones.
Interesting. So you could actually fight an Agumon that's 20 years old.
Yeah, I seriously doubt it would have survived that long, but...
You get where I'm going with that.
Yeah, a Agumon raised on a 20-year-old device.
Yeah. There you damn Rathian.
That should still be completely possible, to my knowledge, because I know this one is compatible with the version 20th, and I know the version 20th is compatible with the original version. That is basically a remake of it.
Yeah, fair enough. Then it should be compatible. Interesting. Huh, interesting. Yes, it's Jonathan. Or were you asking something else? Because I'm confused with what the hell you're trying to say. He just asks, is it a Digivice? It's Jonathan. I'm like, what? What are you trying to say?
That's so mean to the Digimon, though.
What did you do? Did you stab him with a fork again?
No, that was their first battle. So now one of them is 100% victory, the other one is 0% victory.
It's bullying! Bullying, my boy! Bully! Stop bullying the dude.
I mean, I gave them both an equal chance to win. They're the same Digimon. They're equally trained. They're both at max level. And for the RNG thing, I gave them both the maximum chance.
Yeah. Do you know what Kay answered when I asked what he meant? I asked him how he knew it was Digimon. He answers, it's Jonathan. Well, I wouldn't bust it past you to talk about Digimon. I mean, Digimon is a good series, though. I mean, even 02 has its ups and downs.
Yeah.
Hell, even Frontier.
Yeah.
Now, wait. Yes, Frontier has its good parts. Far and few between, but they have them.
Yeah, it's also the things where I do believe that every single season has at least one cool thing going for it.
Yeah. And apparently, Kay posts some for you on Discord.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Is it a Digimon related?
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that device is supposed to be because I guess it's fan made. Because it looks like a pendulum progress, but the only color devices are the ones released last year, and those look like the version 20th, or the original brick.
Good old original bricks.
Yeah.
Who does not like original bricks?
Now it's just hoping that my
Wait, are you?
Jamons evolves correctly.
Rathian has managed to glitch itself inside a wall.
Yeah. So with these two, I'm aiming for Demon and Lucimon. Since they have what for me is going to be the hardest requirements to get to.
I mean, I like Demon. Demon X is really nice.
I mean, I'm a fan of both of them. I just hate the requirements to get to them because it requires you to make car mistakes.
Fun.
Yeah. So since the two died in eggs yesterday, I chose to hatch the eggs when I woke up instead of just as soon before going to sleep.
Fair enough.
So now they are so. Yeah, so when they hatched and got to the baby 2 stage, I decided to make sure I got the required care mistakes immediately, so I could then take care of them normally after it.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah. Yes, I basically let their hunger and their training meters fall down, and I didn't respond to it in the required time for the call to go out, and then just fixed everything up for them again.
Fair enough. I wonder if in Japan, which is more popular, Digimon or Pokemon?
Pokemon, no question.
Yeah, fair enough. But let's see, Digimon was released 97, right?
Yep.
And Pokemon was 94?
96, I believe.
So it was a year earlier. So they're essentially the same old age. Question is, at the time of their releases, I wonder which were more popular.
Probably still Pokemon.
No problem. It's sad though, because I found Digimon nowadays has more interesting designs than Pokemon. I mean, we have Demon. Sure, it's just essentially a remake of regular ass Demon, but I like his design. Sure, I give a hell of a lot of shit to the Cross Wars designs, but they aren't. They're not like the worst things I've seen all day.
They're all fine. Some of them are obviously better than others, but there's not a single one I would say like it's the absolute bottom of the barrel. They're all like fine at least.
Yeah, they aren't the worst. I mean, for a few, as we were talking the other day about the Shoutmon and his fucking fusion lines. Sure, I may hate the fucking fusion parts of it, but it's fusion. It's supposed to look wanky. Doesn't mean I like it, but I get what they were going for. And considering what they went for, it's not half fucking bad.
Yeah. I mean, it does as good a job as they did for most of the joggers as originally.
Hey, work is fine. My armor skills is... I can check that after I murdered this fucker. Once I managed to crouch. Rathian spikes, great. Wrath fluid.
And hopefully we'll get the X version freeze later this year.
Negate stun, combination plus 10, and double poison.
Let's see, the only release we have known for this year is the Digital Monster Color version 345.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, which are basically modified versions of the original brick, but this time in color, chargeable instead of using batteries, and they have megas as well as some of the more other new upgrades like a actual pause button.
Whoa, pause buttons! Who doesn't like pause buttons?
Yeah, who doesn't love throwing the Digimon into a refrigerator?
Damn refrigerator.
That's what happens.
I know, but still find it dumb. But I essentially just threw this armor to get a case, so that's why it doesn't have actually that good of shit. Because I had switch last stream to a Blade Master and I started building up the Gunner. Because none of them wanted a greatsword, and I am all for giving what people want.
1904.
Dual blades. Twin flames. There we go. I have the twin blades, so Rathian and Rathalos great. Not great, so dual blades. Fuck my head. Just gonna have to check what. Yes, thank you. I should probably send a message to him. It's poison fire at least, I know that much. I can check what's up. Get me back in. No, I don't know. I do not want to talk to the cat. Upgrade. It is only fire. Ooh, I only need to kill one more Rathalos and then we could get upgrade these again.
I still remember. I want to see how the difference in power is. Okay, that's quite a large change.
What did you discover?
On this site I sent you, where you can check all of the evolution paths. You can also check how strong each Digimon is.
The evolution guide, yeah.
So I decided to compare War Greymon X on the X version 1s to Black War Greymon X on the version 2s. And War Greymon X has a power of 158, whereas Black War Greymon has a power of 180. So quite a power difference between them.
Oh, that's it. Oh, fucking. I just managed to press show Hakikimon. How the fuck you pronounce it?
Show Hakaimon.
Yep, the pig or the woman in a pig suit. Which is just strange evolution path, let me tell you that. Why are you an adult level? Why the fuck are you an adult level? No, wait, there's... Oh, never mind. I was curious or confused to why Lucimon Fall Down was a fucking adult level. Nope, he's not an adult.
Nope, Fall Down is perfect.
Yeah, I was confused. I didn't see the last one, so I thought, okay, we have Tokomon X that evolves into like Rookie 2, and then a child, and then an adult. It's big. Yeah. Give me a second, okay? Let me find her again. What is the pig? That's Leon. That's Ranamon.
Show Hakaimon is a perfect level.
Thank you. Make it easier for me to find her. I think. Oh, that one. Cerberus mode, Metal Greymon. Who the fuck? How the hell did I manage to get to her from here? There we go. Found her. Give me a moment, okay? I will put this pig up on the screen. I'm just dabbing, because that thing got saved in a place where nobody should see it. What's in that place? There it is. This cave is what I was referring to. A very strange design. But I've seen worse. We have definitely seen worse, haven't we? You know which one I'm talking about. Let's just say it's saved on my homework file. Let's just say that. Do you know what? We're gonna hunt about Blagonga so we can get his armor set. Should be a good enough hunt. Wait, was this a... Okay, it's hunt. That's a joke. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. I at some point need to look into how to fix my Vita's R2 or R1 button. Because what I discovered is that what model of Vita do you have? Do you have the 1000 model or the late ones?
It's not the same. It's a original one.
So it's an OLED one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Because what I discovered, the OLEDs has a bit of a wonker R1 and L1 buttons. So they have a bit more of dead zone. You have to press it a bit harder. I mean, it's not terribly bad. It's just very annoying. It's a measurable games that uses R1 for running, like Monster Hunter. But yeah, it's not the worst thing. If I press hard enough, yeah, I can fix it. If you're just tapping it, it's no issue. Yeah. But from what I think I read a while back, is that if I put electrical tape underneath it, I can fix it. But I might just get used to holding down the button quite hard. It's not the worst fucking thing. But if it ever breaks, though, you better believe I'm fixing that shit. Because I can fix... It is hardware issue when you have an issue with the hardware, and software is with the program, right?
Yep.
Okay. I can fix hardware issues on occasion. I can't fix software. Like the PS2 controller I have lying about. I think the only way for me to fix that thing is by getting a new motherboard for the controller part. And where the fuck do I pick that up?
Mm.
Speaking of which, have you ever been inside a PS2 controller?
No.
So if you take a motherboard for a PC, those are quite hard and stale, right?
Yep.
That one is floppy. Imagine a piece of paper. I was quite interested in when I went inside to find that out. It's actually quite fascinating what you mumble about with the hardware side of things. I mean, for example, I know how to... Oh, fuck. I know how to fix a PS1 controller, or not PS1. PS3 controllers L2 and R2 buttons. That one is usually either related to a spring, because that spring is thin as fuck, and for some certain games it breaks. I did. I just wish I could figure out a way to actually fix software problems as well for control, but yeah, that's quite
I mean, they don't really have software issues. They only have hardware issues.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, good point.
Yeah, because as long as it's the physical parts, it's hardware. It's specifically if you open up a interface on a computer, then it's software issues.
Reasonable.
Yeah. So even we're working with the motherboard is still hardware, since you're still physically dealing with the hard physical stuff.
Fair enough. I get the point. I would like to turn a controller into one you could use attached to a laptop from a PS1, from PS2 controllers. But that's gonna be difficult. Because then I will start to have to deal with software.
Yeah.
Figure out how to actually get the thing to connect to a PC. Sure, I can probably just replace the cord with an USB cord. But how long will I get, or how far will I get before I hit a roadblock where it won't connect? Thank you for the follow, Freyr. I really do appreciate it. Hello. How are you doing today? Yeah, working is always fun. But hey, at least you get the money. I'm doing good. Ah, fudge. I don't know why I say fudge instead of fuck. It's not like I'm family friendly on here. Do you have a weapon in this game? Can you remind what small monsters were added in Sunbreak DLC for Rise?
Down goes the crabs, the lost prey, and another raptor-like thing. I don't remember its name, but I know it's on the Citadel.
Ah, the thing that doesn't have a big one, right?
Yep.
I know which one it's on. But I'm doing okay, Freya. How are you doing, Kay? Not Kay. Jonathan.
Fine, I guess.
Yeah, that's good to hear. The derpy looking one, yeah. The derpy looking one. Kay knows the one. I don't know the monsters as well as I believe. I mean, you do. You really know your shit in Rise. I don't. That's the only monster hunter the game you know better than I do. Is Blanconka halting or? Ooh, my weapons are all on the verge of breaking. That's not good. It's called bogus. That's a monster I really don't understand why they add, considering it's like in one area, and you're more likely to miss it than anything else. Whatever. If you think about it, how often do you see them?
Fairly often when I'm on the map.
They also added Hornetars. Wait, Hornetars wasn't in base Rise? It's Hornor.
The name isn't familiar here to me, so I have no idea what they are.
Flying bugs. No, wait, not flying bugs, sorry. Walking bugs.
Okay, like majority of small things I haven't paid that much attention to, so.
Yeah, Rise doesn't really have like quests to hunt smaller ones.
They have a few, just not that many.
Oh. Might have been added Westwards. Westwards are flying bugs. Like bees.
Yeah, those I've seen now because I know I needed them to material for something one time. Don't remember what though.
Yeah, those are a pain in the ass to get their materials from. The easiest way to get them are using poison bombs. Which, yeah, that should still be a thing in Rise. Or poison bomb, like flashbangs and so on.
That's the big thing, no idea.
Those are the easiest way to pick up them. Because if they die by poison, their cost will always drop on the ground so you can carve it. Oh, wait, what? Interesting. Wait here a moment. Interesting! So, Frontier has a bit of a new movement. And yesterday, before I end the stream, Crimson Gunner came in and said, oh, if you press R1 and the last attack button you used, you will do a finisher move. I've been testing that shit out today, and yep, they certainly as hell do have finishing moves. Which is interesting.
It's evolving.
What is it going to become?
Yamon evolved into Black Agumon X, and the other one evolved into Impon X.
I got the ones you wanted.
Yep.
So now it's question, how long do you need to wait for them to evolve again?
24 hours.
So tomorrow around 9:30. Or not half
Yep.
past. 8:21 p.m. Speaking of which, how often do you use like a clock over there? Oh, clock.
Fairly often, I guess.
Because I don't think I've ever actually used it. Because I think that's an only not American. What's it called? What the fuck is it called? Help me here. British thing, that's the word. Because I mostly speak with the US and they don't know, or they do know a clock, it just sounds weird to them. I mean, I don't blame them. Where
The
is...
requirements for their next steps.
Where the heck is your shit? Oh, yes, now I remember. Now I remember. So, you remember yesterday when we're talking about the tribal mask?
Yep.
Blagonga, his gunner armor reminds me of a tribal mask. Yep, I know, okay, I know. Oh, I need more. There we go. I can now craft the Blagonga helm, which is an upgrade. That's Konga. Oh, it's off to hunt more Blagongas. No, it's not. No, it's not. And currently we look dumb as shit. Not from the front, it doesn't look terrible. From the back, though, it looks a bit wonkier. Quest. See if you can actually upgrade this gear before we go back in hunting. Blagonga. I'm going to call it Blagonga. Deal with it. Blango. Oh. Might as well go. Nope. Let's go down to the Blagonga. I forgot to shoot. You the giant metal disc that you hit with a giant. I know what a gong gong is. The gong gong. Or not a. It's called gong. Oh. Check something. Oh, fuck off. Does the Anticlass has this there shit? Weapons crate, heavy bow gun, arbalist. Here. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, gong. Gong, yep. You know, you know what we're at? We're going to hunt the crab. Actually, I was going to say my third favorite crab, but there are 3 crabs in the fucking series. You know those giant gongs they have? Do you know what they're called? Are they just called gongs?
So, I believe so.
Because KF always said gong gong. I mean, it's not terribly far off. It's just adding the same word twice. Let's try this new mode on them. Ooh. Wait here, this is damaging. Fuck yeah, let's go. So with these finishing moves, I can now do dashing and attacking. I've just noticed though, it slowly fucking kills me. So maybe not overuse the damn thing, eh? And also, I currently can't see shit. Have you seen the final monster from World? You haven't, have it?
No.
So, do you care for spoilers for it?
No.
Oh, good. I know you want to play World at some point, but we're getting there when we get there. But that monster's final... It wears like a rock armor for its first stage. Interesting point, in my opinion. But this monster is essentially the same. Wear rock armor to later on during the fight expel said rock armor and show what's underneath. The difference between the two is that the World one, you have to do a certain set of damage to it to get them to like expel it. This one you just have to break every fucking rock. And after you do a certain amount of damage, it will go into second and third phase. The issue is, you will kill it in low rank before it ever reaches the third stage. Which is interesting. It's also a crab with a giant, not bowling ball. What the fuck is it called? Boxing glove and a dagger. Personally, my second favorite crab. Second or third, depending on in what mood I have that day. There we go, dead. And we'll not see this crab's final form until like we are high rank or G rank. Interesting. And we currently have a really broken weapon. I still don't know what I do with fucking armor spheres in this one. Because I know they aren't for upgrading armor, unless they're up. Could be for later on. No, not upgrade. Weapons, craft. There it is. We cannot buy a fungal keystone. That's all we're missing. That's all we're missing to be able to make one of my favorite heavy bowguns in this fucking series. A support beam! That's not even a joke. It is a fucking support beam. At least I used a bit of heavy dual blades, so I will probably at some point manage to figure out how to set up a command so people can like vote for what weapon they want me to use for specific hunts. At some point I will figure that shit out. Dear God, that crab did a lot of damage. Do you have those V-pads close to the microphone again?
Yeah, I'm making sure they're trained to the level correctly.
Fair enough, fair enough. You need to take care of the children after all.
Pets.
I know, but you get my point. They are essentially the same fucking thing.
No.
Hey, tell me, do fucking later on or other what the hell are they called? Dual blades also have the R1 triangle thing, or is this just for this one? I wouldn't be surprised if it's just for this one, but because I haven't seen it before. Oh, unique mushroom. Okay. Ooh, quest here. At least I may have enough points now. Oh, how much fucking thing? Fungal keystone. How much a fucking thing does that actually cost?
Perfect. Now they both have max effort.
Nice.
that, I'm going to let them have a rematch now that they've evolved.
That's reasonable.
It's 4.
Ah, fuck you, game. I'm 4 points off to be able to buy a fungal keystone. Let's murder another one, dude.
And battle.
Let's go. You battle your shit, I battle my dinosaur.
Let's see here. Okay, they both start off with their super attacks. And Agumon hits.
Fuck yeah. And does 2.5 damage.
This is their strong attack. And Impmon hits.
You fight with both? Oh yeah, no, never mind. Fight on 2 different fucking devices.
And Agumon won.
What did he win against?
Impmon. I have them fight each other.
Why?
Yeah. It's what you're meant to do with them. You're meant to raise them and have them fight the other derps.
So, okay, tell me, does it have final dual blades in later on have this moveset? We can essentially just turn them into dodging weapons. Or is this a thing just in this one? I think it's a thing used in this one, but I'm not entirely sure. Also, if I didn't G. Because this move essentially is slow or no, state slowly just kills me. Ah, Rice. I still haven't beaten Rice-Matsu. But then again, how often fucking do I play Rice? Not nearly as often as you and Jonathan does. Oh yeah, so, do you have... Strange. Do you buy a lot of shit off Amazon, right?
A lot of what?
A lot of shit off Amazon.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you buy 2 things that ships from Amazon but are from 2 different sellers,
Yep.
Are they going to send 2 packages or 1 package, or how the fuck does this work?
Should be two different ones. It really depends on if it's done through Amazon or if they're using Amazon as a marketplace.
Oh, they are sending it through Amazon.
If Amazon's if it's then there's a chance that they'll come together.
Okay, because I bought myself a Hawaiian shirt as well as not screen capture, screen protector for my Vida. And I noticed afterwards that the Hawaiian shirt comes from like Denmark, while the screen protector comes from, I think, China.
Yeah, at that point, there'll definitely be different packages.
Unless they manage to have one in fucking stock somewhere. I will see tomorrow when I get off work if they come together or not. Because I didn't check if they were where they fucking send it from.
Request one again as well. That's
No.
a good roll.
I forgot one thing, and that is install the extension to me have a bowgun.
At least this time, neither of my Digimon will have a attribute advantage over the other.
That's nice. Do you mean like last time where I had like a virus and what was else?
Yeah, a virus in the data, meaning that the virus was favored to win until they both became viruses in the end.
Fair enough. Yeah, I thought this thing came with pellet. Cluster.
Because these lines should stay entirely a virus.
Nice. Now, back to fighting Blood Gongas.
And Agumon cleared his quest as well.
Nice. Because it says here on my Amazon thing here. Will arrive tomorrow. Updates at 22 to 10 p.m.
Yep.
It doesn't say anything about 2 packages. That's why I asked. Oh, I will see in the morning or tomorrow. Hey, as long as I get my Hawaiian shirt, I'm happy. Because I'm pretty sure Amazon has a refund if I don't get shit within, like, what is it, 30 days?
Yep.
Yeah. But shouldn't they say then if you get 2 packages? Or do they only count the shipping of one of them?
Hard to say. We'll wait to see using the app, and it just tells me, oh hey, these are things coming in this delivery.
Yeah, I'm using that. I was checking that.
Okay, for me, let's go to my orders.
Give me a moment. I'm currently hunting a Blagonga. But run me through it. You might have to run me through it again.
My Digimon X and right. Can't track what's already arrived.
I'll order something in the castle.
If they are shipped together, they'll usually show the same shipping. Whereas if they're shipped separately, they'll show a separate as separate things.
I thought that would be the case. Because if you go onto a seller and go scroll down, I think it's the same on the Bloody app. It says like where they are from, right?
Nope.
It doesn't?
Not that I'm aware of.
I can check momentarily. Oh, there you go.
I'll open up the Digimon X, I'll go back to it, and let's scroll down to where the seller is. It just says dispatched by Amazon, sold by the thing, and then returns and payment. If I go into the seller, I might see they might have more info about.
Yeah, it was onto the seller's page I was talking about.
Yep. Yeah, there it says detailed. It says their address and stuff like that.
Thought it would. Then.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So the setup of this Digimon X is based in London, for example.
Fair enough. Because if I here we go. If I go on to view order information here, there we go. It says package information. Delivery point pickup. On its way. Estimated delivery. Wednesday the 27th. 27th. 17th May 2023. Around, now it's around 8. And then it's just that both of them in the same, like, column. And then if I go, it uses tracking package. But it does not say anything about shipping this separately.
You know, if you click ship package and it shows both of them under the same tracking, then yeah, they're coming together.
Okay, I thought that would be the case. Because it would be a strange if they. It's just I found it that I said the not capture card. What the fuck do I want to say capture card? The screen protector came from like I think it did say China or CH, I believe it said. Check real quick. Was here we go. Order address or company address, and then what seems to be like Chinese, Shenzhen, Guangdong, and the number, and then CN. Unless that's fucking Canada, I don't think. Yeah, you get the point. It sounds more to be like Chinese. Do you happen to know if Google translates Chinese characters, or not Google, Amazon's? Because this.
I have no idea what you were saying there.
Did I make how the fuck am I? Do you know if not Google, Amazon translates the like company name from like Chinese character into English ones?
No clue.
No clue.
Never ordered from any non-UK seller.
I mean, it did. The thing was called like I found UK, so I thought it was maybe England, which I find strange. Ooh, this. Next time I'm going to order one of them, I'm just gonna send you a message to them where I can buy a good one. It's just I thought I might need one, so that's why I bought one. And it's also hard in glass apparently, so that's good. It only costed me around 119.99 Swedish crowns. So that's essentially mainly why I ordered it. It was cheap. But not like overly cheap, if you get my point. Ooh. They have bathing trunks on here. I've been looking for a pair of those. And considering my size is quite hard to come by for some weird reason at normal store. So the size I need is like 4XLs. Which is, I mean, isn't that uncommon of a size, right?
Mm.
I mean, I take it you're around the same size as me.
Either XL or XXL is what I usually use.
Huh. I thought you would be as big as me, considering you leave the house less than I do.
Mm.
It could also be British measurements, you know.
Yeah.
But I use 4. And they are very, for some reason, difficult to come by in a regular store up here. You remember Dressman, right? Dressman, right?
No.
It's like a men's only clothes store over here. They didn't even care my size. The biggest they had is 3. And sure, I can fit in them. They're a bit tightish. A few more lost pounds and I'm good to go. And I find it strange that they don't care bigger. Do I need to hunt the fuck ton of Gaia Praise? It's in top. Wait here a moment. Does this run on that gen to upgrade? That it does. So, do you know what I forgot to do before I went hunting?
Oh.
I forgot to upgrade my heavy bowgun. So, upgradation before Gen 3 was a bit different for heavy bowguns. You could not change them into different weapon. If you made, like, let's say, Rathalos heavy bowgun, it would always be a Rathalos heavy bowgun, no matter what. And you could only upgrade to X level. So let's say level 3 is max for it. And then you can't upgrade anymore. It'd be stuck. And it only takes money and no materials. And I forgot to do that before I left hunting. Oh. Back to hunting Blagogas. I might as well go for like a few more. And then armor upgradation didn't use armor core as much as it used like just normal monster hunter materials, which is actually a mechanic I prefer over using armor cores. Sure, armor cores makes it easier to upgrade, yes. I just prefer the older way. But with Freedom Unite, they started making armor cores for everything. And I mean, it's not like the worst thing, but I prefer the old ones. In my opinion, it makes more sense. And then later on, you could upgrade from like the same armor you've been using since, let's say, rank 1, all the way up to G rank in the end. So you never actually have to switch armor unless you don't want to, or can't get the materials for it. It's a system I prefer over the new ones. Fear my goddamn support beam! I fucking love this goddamn support beam. Oh yeah. So do you have a name for something that essentially looks like a Digimon?
Be more specific with what you mean there.
Bird, Digimon, flying, Dragon-esque.
Yeah, they all have. Hold on, I need to check what they all are. But like they're divided into the different fields.
Interesting. Because in this
most
game,
are, some aren't. Come on, Simon. Which field are you in?
one of them. So in this game, besides the cat, you also have this like. You remember those things you rode on in World, right?
No.
Or not rode on. It's not the right word. It's like a. How the fuck do I explain? How the fuck do I explain this description of this thing? I was going to say, have you ever fought a Remobra, but I don't think you have you?
Those things flying around, yeah. Yeah, I've hit a few of them. I've needed their materials.
Yeah, essentially one of them, but different color. That's how this thing looks.
Yeah, okay, and for example here with Monsimon, he's from the Metal Empire's field.
Makes sense.
Yeah. See, all the fields are Nature Spirits, Deep Savers, Nightmare Soldiers, Wind Guardians, Metal Empire, Unknown, Dark Area, Virus Busters, Dragon's Roar, and Jungle Troopers.
I thought there was a dragon around there somewhere. But now that you know kind of how it looks, do you think can you come up with a good name for it? Because I kind of want to name it that's something that's not Hulk. Okay, nice. Because you know as well as I do that I'm terrible with names. You're not doing anything specifically tomorrow, right?
I don't think so.
Good. Because I might be planning on streaming this again tomorrow. If you're down to join me again. I mean, it's not like we're most of the time talking monster. We're talking like Digimon most of the time. I would like at some point though like to finish that LP we're doing, Bloodstained, which means you just need to beat or boot up your PS4 essentially.
Yeah, I'm probably sticking to the Switch because I remembered then as well. Oh yeah, some of the important versatile abilities are locked on drops, and at that point I was like, no, I'm just keeping on Switch. I'm not farming up drops again.
I don't blame you. Certainly, I do not blame you. Let's see, can I make something here for you? So we may be able to continue that thing tomorrow then? If you're down for it, that is. Oh, I can almost take your shit. Nice. Because that's an LP I actually like to finish. I mean, we are close to the end.
Yeah.
So how many parts more do you think of it? Like 2, 3 tops?
Probably 2. Like all we need to do is get strong enough to beat the game, and then we can go and beat it.
Yeah. Sounds reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the last thing we did in that thing was?
No.
Neither do I. I might have to rewatch the last episode just to remember what the fuck we're doing.
Like I remember generically, we were just exploring to get more prepared to beat the game.
Just that easy.
Yeah.
Because didn't we find the fucking weapon we're looking for in his chest somewhere?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was just a thing of we had everything we need to be able to beat the game. We just needed to make sure that we were strong enough to do it.
Yeah, sounds about right. Oh yeah, well, I think I was still running around looking for the fucking Crucicorn. Oh, get out of the black arrows, fuck you. Considering I have a heavy bowgun. Gravius, get your bloody ass over here. We are hunting you. We're going to make you go boom. Boom in the night. I think the thing I ran around with was like a key or something.
Mm.
And then I teleported over using the teleportation spells. So I managed to find both of them. Which I find rather funny. That I managed to find both of them. But would you say the Switch version is actually a good thing to get?
Probably not.
That's too bad.
Yeah, because as the latest playthrough has shown for me, like major performance issues constantly, as well as crashing.
Yeah, that's no fun. I mean, if it was just a bit going from like 60 FPS to 30, I wouldn't give a damn.
You know, but this is more like from 30 down to 10.
Yeah. At that point, I might as well just buy myself a paint bucket. And then just stare at that. I mean, I get the same results. I wonder why it has so bad a performance on that thing.
Mm.
I can't think of a reason. Well, if it's their first game on it, then maybe that's the reason, but...
I mean, even outside of that, it's just... I know still it has a few crashing problems on console. I know something got patched, but considering it launched on consoles with crashing issues, then yeah, obviously the Switch version is going to be a lot rougher.
Yeah, fair enough. Which is sad, because it's a good bloody game. I'm kind of surprised they haven't patched the crashing issues on Switch, though.
They've tried.
How the... I mean, it looks good for what it is, but how the hell can that game be so fucking demanding in comparison to games such as like The Witcher?
I mean, you have to realize that how it looks isn't entirely what determines it.
I know, but you get the point. Which is also like an open world, like 30 gigs at least game.
Yeah, and its developers are probably smarter at how to use their resources.
Probably. Bad engine for Switch in both cases. I mean, it's not technical. It could be.
Yep. Yeah, probably.
I know some engines really don't like playing well with others. Which is... yeah. But... You heard anything about the new Zelda game? I know you're not into Zelda that much.
Nope.
But just look at the new Jedi game. I haven't heard shit about that game. And considering I wasn't the biggest fan of the prequel, due to certain decisions I did not like, mainly relating to the design of the main character as well as some of the lightsaber things. You know, I like using either dual blades, if I can't use a greatsword or anything else, or like a twin blade, right? I find those weapons enjoyable. So how you use them in the Fallen, I believe it's called Fallen Order, is that you have to use them like special moves. I did not like that. I think the dual blade might have been a normal, but the twin blades is... Everyone gets... Oh dear God. On the... That's no good. If you get frame drops on the first fucking stage. That is also... Isn't that EA?
I mean, published but not developed.
Hey, that's good at least. And publishers usually don't have anything to say in the development process, to my knowledge. At least ooh, I get to keep all the blades from one.
I mean, they definitely have a lot of sway. I mean, they set how long the development time is.
Yeah, that's fine. But I don't have like, oh, you can't have this, this, and this.
Oh, they definitely say that.
So it's EA. So it's just as bad as the game being developed by EA, essentially.
No, not really. Like, they can obviously say stuff like that. However, in the end, they are not the ones doing the actual work, so...
True. So in the end, can they go with another publisher, though, in the end?
Nope.
They need to stick
considering... Yeah, the thing to remember is that EA are the ones who own the license to make Star Wars games, so...
I wonder for... Do they have a patent for them when that shit runs out?
Technically. It's just one of those things where EA and I guess
Disney.
It's Disney. They just keep renewing it.
And they make terrible game after terrible game. Or at least Fallen Order could be seen as a success, because it's not like terrible, but it has its flaws. That's not like terrible. That's good in my opinion.
You know, as long as the game is so well, they don't really have any reason to care.
No. Which I find dumb. That makes them more or less just essentially cash grabs. I mean, if you look at EA's latest conundrums, and then we, let's say, look at Monster Hunter, for example, you could clearly see which game was put more effort into. And also which series actually, or which company actually listens to the fans. Okay, he's finally dying. Don't think. You mean in the first game or in the second one? Because if it's the second one, it's just equally as bad as the first one. Ow! I just gave myself a flashbang with fire from a dragon. So it's essentially the same fucking dumb shit from the first game. I might as well just stick with not Fallen, Jedi Knight Academy. Because that game at least gives you the options of choosing what the race you want to play as, how you want to play it. Yeah. I'd rather take that than getting forced into using a... I do not like. But I can highly recommend that game. Sure, it's 20 years old by this point and on strange consoles, but it is what it is. How are you not dead yet? Hey, then you've seen more than I have. I've seen the front cover and that's it. Have you seen anything from that Star Wars game?
Not really.
Oh. But I believe the people you watch probably makes more videos about them than the people I watch. Exactly. Because do you still watch, what's his name, Casey?
Not really.
No, neither do I. This one. I still follow Gigaboots for some reason, but it is what it is. At least on Twitch. Oh, Firestone, fuck yeah. But I think I'm going to end the stream here after I've done this blacksmithing stuff. I can make gravios. The box. Okay, I can actually make. This time I can make. That. Ah! Ouch. Right. So, thanks everyone for stopping by, and I shall see you all later. Bye bye.